Hey guys, welcome to another week of the Go HQ podcast. I'm Amy Bailey. This is Amanda Radford. And today we are going to talk a little bit about kind of at what point in your life did you feel like you lost your fitness, maybe? So before we get to all that, I just wanted to kind of set the foundation. I feel like off camera, you and I discussed, we've kind of played and done sports and worked out pretty much our whole lives. I'll let you start, kind of talk us through your fitness life.
All right. Well, as a kid, mainly I did dance. So I did ballet, I did tap, I did jazz. I had a horse, so I did spirit fingers.
I know where Ashley gets it.
Right?
Yeah. Her sweet little boy does this, or used to do this a lot. Anyway, sorry.
Scene.
Yeah.
So yeah, I also rode horses. I had a farm. I grew up on a farm, so I rode horses.
Cool.
And I would go to camp every summer. My parents would send me to a camp with my sister up in Wisconsin, and we would do archery and swimming and skiing. You know, I just kind of did like a little bit of everything. I wasn't really like the sports person per se. So yeah, what about you?
Yeah, so from the time I was like 4 years old until through college, actually, I played soccer and I loved it. I played year round once I got old enough to, so
nice.
Lots and lots of soccer. I also did dance. I was more of like the hip hop-ish modern style dance.
That kind of dance.
Not that kind of dance. There was no twerking back in my day. No, so I was also active, but mine was a little more sports skewed.
Okay.
I have 4 brothers and sisters, and I grew up on lots of property, so we'd run around and play on tree forts and swing from trees, and you know, there was definitely that aspect of it, but I'd say it was mostly sports. So, all that to say, we were active all through high school life.
College.
So far, yes. And up until this point, you know, life has caught up with us. We've both had babies.
Yep.
We both lead very busy lives. We have families, jobs, all that stuff. But we've done our best to continue working out in whatever capacity we can for this stage of life.
Absolutely. I feel like mine got more fitness oriented after college.
Okay.
So my undergrad, I was getting my undergrad in exercise science in Richmond. So I feel like my weightlifting and more of my running came at that time in my life.
Yeah.
And then kind of just kind of expanded and grew as I got older.
Yeah.
I was really into weightlifting in my undergrad, and then I took a track course and started running a bunch of races, and I always did stuff on my own, like fitness wise.
Yep.
But then once I joined here, I got all into the group fitness and the HIIT training.
Yeah.
How did yours change after you got out of college? Kind of stay the same, or?
You know, I went in different cycles. I didn't play organized soccer anymore. There's not a lot of 25-year-old adult soccer leagues around. I was on the dance team in college and danced my way through college. Not like that. I was on the dance team and danced through college. Yeah,
I love it.
Just to clarify. But then once I got out of school, same kind of thing. Like, I did a lot of stuff on my own just because that's kind of what my life and my schedule would allow.
Right.
I would pop in a gym when I could. I'd take a Zumba class, maybe a Pilates class. Just kind of mixed it up. But yeah, I feel like what we're getting at is we never really, thus far, have stopped totally working out. Like, life threw its curveballs, yet in some way, shape, or form, we played or got workouts in.
Have stayed active, throughout our whole life.
And I feel like as a coach, we hear every day, if we assign in our workout 10 squats to someone who might be relatively new that we're training, a lot of times we hear, oh, well, I just can't do squats. Oh, my knees hurt. And then through further questioning. It's, oh, well, I used to play football. If only I had kept up with that, or kept running, or kept fill in the blank, whatever it is, I would be able to do more today. I mean, would you say you've heard that before?
I mean, I feel like a lot of people, or some, people will say, I used to squat, but I'm too old for that now.
Yes.
So it's like, our question to you, followers, or population out there, would be, at what age did you feel like you became too old to do something?
Yeah.
Because I feel like age is really just a number, honestly.
Yeah.
And it's mind over matter. And I feel like if you want to stay active, if it's important to you, you will find the means, you will find the time, you will find the money.
Yep.
You will make it a priority in your life.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's my big, take-home message for that, period, would be.
Yeah, and there are some great examples out in the world of, everyday people as well as famous celebrity type people that have consistently stayed active, again, in whatever degree that is, throughout their entire life. We talked about Jack LaLanne. Brandon told us, I think he was 92 years old, swimming, pulling a rope with a boat attached in his teeth. That blows my mind. So at 92 years old, there was no excuse for him. He's like, whatever, I can swim and pull a boat.
Absolutely.
And I think it just goes to show you, the more you consistently stay active, I think there's a law in physics that something in motion stays in motion.
Absolutely.
And I feel like that's kind of what we're getting at, is if you stop, it's way harder to start later in life than it is just to keep moving, keep moving. So
no matter what it is. And a lot of people they'll finally come at that stage in their life where they've been told by a doctor, your triglycerides are high, your cholesterol's high, I'm getting ready to put you on your third heart medication, your, second cholesterol medication. Now you've got borderline diabetes working in there because you've become overweight.
Yeah.
And I feel like so many people, if they would put that money and effort into their fitness, medications every month are $90 for some people,
if not more.
For a brand name drug or something like that. What's a $99, fitness membership, or whatever. I feel like it's all relative, and the end product is so much more than, having to go on meds. I mean, you feel better, you look better in clothes. That way it affects your mental, it affects your health. People that work out regularly are able to drop meds off of their,
Oh, the good outweighs the negative 50-fold, in my opinion.
Agree.
Of continuing some kind of fitness, and nutrition, I think, plays a huge part in that.
Absolutely.
But just a wellness, fitness, overall health journey through life. So I feel like our takeaway message today is more of a question, just something to think about. Have you already drawn that line that you're okay, my knees hurt, I'm a little unhealthy, it doesn't feel good to work out, I have no time, whatever your excuse is, are you willing to give it all up?
Right.
Is that where you're at today? Or are you needing a little oomph, maybe from a personal trainer, a group fitness class, maybe a friend or a spouse, just to help encourage you and say, keep doing what you're doing. It might look a little different than it did 5 years ago, but that's okay. You're doing something.
It's movement.
Yes.
It's totally movement. Yeah, I agree. I feel like one more point.
Yeah.
And super motivating. Social media is a huge, hugely out there now. So you're seeing it all the time. So when I'm on my Instagram feed, just searching, I'll see all of these people with their fitness endeavors. And there's people that are 89 years old doing CrossFit.
Yes.
There's people that are one-legged, amputees that are doing pull-ups in their wheelchair.
Yes.
We're just saying, it is totally possible to get back to whatever level you were at some point, at some level. So it's never too late.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's ultimately our.
Yeah. And, all of us Go HQ coaches are here. We're happy to help. We're not here to, beat you up if you did stop working out. We're here to encourage 100%. You and get you back on track. But yeah, just really think about that. Like, where was that time, that boundary, that circumstance that led you to stop pursuing fitness and playing and rolling around in the grass or swinging from monkey bars, whatever that is.
Yep.
So yeah, something to think about. Thanks, guys. That's what we got this week. We'll see you next week.
See ya.